it's me again. So today I'm just very briefly going to help those of you who have a jammed tagging gun. If you're anything like me and you're busy tagging, and all of a sudden your gun jams, you're frustrated and you're like fiddling with it and it won't shoot a tag through and you're wondering, how can I fix this? And it's probably the thing that frustrates my consigners the most when it happens to them. They end up coming into the store to get help unjamming it and it only takes a minute. The tools you need are a pliers, pair of pliers, and a safety pin. That's usually all you need to unjam your gun. Now, let me explain. If your barbs that are in your gun look more like this, where they're separated and bent, they're more likely to jam than if they look like this, nice and straight. It's just the nature of the gun as it feeds the tags through. If one is bent or separated or farther apart or too close together, like these up here, they will jam. Of course, I tried to jam this for the video and couldn't actually jam the gun. So I'm going to give you instructions on a non-jammed gun because I tried jamming all of these and couldn't get it to happen. So really, it doesn't happen as often as, you know, someone might think it does. Anyway, if your gun is jammed and you have the tagging barbs or the fasteners stuck in the needle, that's the most, you know, common thing that happens with a gun. I'm trying to put a couple in the needle. You would pull this out, detach it from whatever ones are stuck. Just throw it away because if it jammed once, it's probably going to jam again, especially if it looks like this. And you need to take your needle out of your gun. Now on the side of your gun, no matter what kind you have, on the orange guns I have, it's white. The blue ones here, there's a white one. This particular, it's an older gun I have, it's black. It's a little lever, little plastic lever. You turn it over to the front so you can get a hold of it. And some people can pull it out with their fingers. I like to use the pliers. I just think it gives me a little more grip and I can pull it out. As soon as you pull it out, it's what releases your needle. Now, if my needle was really jammed in here, it probably wouldn't come out with my fingers. I'd probably have to grab it with the pliers and pull it out and pull it free. Once it's free, this part you can yank on it, and if it separates and leaves a piece stuck inside of your needle, that's where the pin comes in handy. You would use the pin, and with this little line, that's where your fasteners are fed through the needle. You would just use your pin and poke it through until you can release whatever is jammed in there. And as soon as it's free, you reattach your needle, making sure that that opening where the fastener feeds is coming out where, if you look at the front of your gun, I don't know if it's as noticeable in this one because it's black, but on the tip, there's a little spot here, a little opening where the circle is. And you want to line up the opening in the needle with the opening in the gun. Once that's lined up, you put that little plastic fastener back in, snap it in place, and I always pull the trigger a few times, make sure everything's going through the needle fine, that the little trigger part is going through. Then I feed my fasteners back in and test it, and it's working again. I hope that helps.